Good evening. Welcome. Today I'm talking about discretionary trading and what has been working for me. I've been collecting money from Top Step. It's been really good. I've made between $8,000 and $10,000 net. That's after all of my crap evaluations that I spent and all that shit. So looking pretty well. I know that's not that much money. However, it's something, and it's derived off of many trades. And I'd like to say that it's not just random. I think I'm doing something right. Have to be, right? 200 to 400 trades, and you're making money. So how are you doing this? Are you just lucky? Well, with that many trades, you're probably not lucky. It's probably something you're doing right. Although there's probably some fortune, some luck. But I'd like to share what I'm doing just in case it's useful. And I'd like to share the attributes, not attributes, but the things that I monitor in my mind when I'm trading. Okay? First and foremost, we have to be in front of ourselves. We have to be steering the ship, not trading. Okay? And I'd like to share this, that trading has a tendency to pull someone in, to reel them in like a fishing pole. And I am super vigilant, very vigilant, because I've been abused from the gambling addiction. I'm victim all I want, whatever. I do it to myself, whatever. I don't want to do it to myself anymore. That's my point. That's clearly my point. I don't want. That's at some point you have to take a vigilant stance, and I can tell you what, this vigilant stance has been working really well. And what I mean by that is that I lock myself out of trading anytime I feel pressured, anytime I feel like the market's whispering to me, like shut the hell up. I'm trying to participate in this, freely, and you're trying to make me sign a contract. You're trying to make me frickin' do something. I'm not doing anything. You wanna know what I feel about you? Lock out the account. And Top Step has an awesome button. It's locking out the entire account for the entire remainder of the day. So at any moment, you know how you get impulsive decisions, impulsive things, and impulsive is bad? Well, I impulsively freaking lock myself out. I impulsively do that without even thinking. I just lock it. Oh! And then guess what? I try to be mad at myself, or oh man, I wish I didn't and then I laugh at that. I laugh at, buddy, you should be upset. That sucks. How about that? How do you feel about that? So I've been abusing the gambling addiction gremlin in my heart and soul and everything. So I've been having a great time with him because he's caused me some harm. He's caused me some harm in the past. So I've been having a good time with him. Let's just say that. And now, I know this sounds kind of emotional and shit like that, but that's the way it is, man. Trading will try to, the market will do shit to completely get under your skin, and the moment it gets under your skin is the moment you're susceptible. Okay, that is discretionary trading. That's the biggest problem. There's so many positives to discretionary trading. So many positives. The flexibility, the trade frequency, the position size variability based on the confidence or what you're feeling. It's really positive. There's really positive things about it, honestly. I've been really rigid with systematic trading, but there's such a cool idea to discretionary trading. But anyways, what have I been doing? Well, technically, I've been adding to winners and trailing stops. That's certainly what I've been doing. I've been doing anything that I want in the market. Okay? I've been doing any bet that I want to take. Any bet. At all. There's no rules. And I like that shit. That's, to me, discretionary trading is You know, the pool is yours, man. Like, no one's making you swim laps, bro. You can swim wherever you want to swim. Like, that's trading to me. And that's discretionary trading. Because I got real rules with systematic trading, my friend. I've got plenty of rules, all right? Discretionary trading is where I'd like to have fun. This is where I like to have fun. And that's another point I want to make. When it stops being fun, get out. I'm done. Lock. Out. And then the next day, if I'm still feeling angst, if I'm still feeling like anything like that, I'm feeling any attachment from that previous day's trading, the moment it turns on, I get out or lock out my account for the entire 23 hours. Great. I'm good with that. I don't have to trade, you know, and that's really the coolest point. Now, another point I wanted to make is belief and confidence. So I've tested it a little bit, and I can tell you right now that if you're scared to lose money, you're gonna lose money. Okay? Because you're not gonna hold on to winners. Because you're not gonna be ballsy. When you arrive at the marketplace as a discretionary trader, you have to bring titanium balls with you. You have, just like the Apple AirPods have a phone case around it, you got titanium phone case around your fucking balls, all right? That's what you bring to the market. If you don't have that titanium with you, buddy, you're gonna lose. And my real point that I'm making there is that I remember I was up, whatever, $2,000 in the account or something like that, realized. And then I'm like, continuing to trade whatever idea I want. I lowered size. I trading normal trades, whatever I wanted to do. And I had stop loss, of course. I always have stop losses. But I was doing the thing, you know, but the fact that my size lowered and I dragged my stop to break even so prematurely because I didn't want to lose any money. I'm really happy with the $2,000 right now. I didn't want to lose any money, so I dragged my stop earlier than I should have, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't drag my stop far away, okay? The premise for my trades are very normal. It's target, stop, entry, and then when it gets closer to my target, I drag everything to break even and I dump more contracts into it because it's proving me right. And we capture massive wins. But when we're wrong, we're wrong. Fine. But when I had a smaller confidence and when I was playing with feared money, it doesn't make money. It really doesn't, bro. Scared money does not make money, period. If that's the case, you better not even trade. Don't even trade at all. I'm not even kidding. It won't work. So when you arrive in discretionary trading, you have to arrive as the owner of the pool, okay? You own this pool. It's in your backyard, and you're the only one in it. You can do whatever you want in this pool. That's it for you, okay? That's trading for you. And the moment you become conscious, self-conscious, self-aware, like, oh no, like just like fearful or out of your element or seeing what other people are doing or like just all of these are distractions and they're going to destroy the trading that you have. So then you just locked it yourself out. Bing, lock yourself out then. All right, great, locked out. Don't like it, locked out. Don't like what I'm seeing, don't like what I'm feeling, don't like all this angst and pressure, like, locked out. Not a problem. It's not a problem at all. The more we show who is boss, the more we win. The more we win. And then when we show up, we don't have guilt or shame or anything for following our rules or not following our rules. Bro, we can do anything we want. That's just my destiny. This is my destiny. This is exactly what I'm doing right now. Hell yeah, I think it's going to break that low. Hell yeah, that's why I'm short. Hell yeah, if it gets close to that, I'm fucking adding dumping contracts in. Hell yeah, if I add, I trail. Why? Because it limits risk. I have to limit the risk. If I add, I have to trail. This is my thing to do. So that's what I do. And like, when things are proving me right, I just go fucking balls in. Bring your balls. So that's huge, man. What else is there? I'd like to briefly touch on gut feeling and intuition. Those are positives, gut feeling and intuition. I'm reading a book right now, Gut Feeling, by the Intelligence of the Unconscious by Gert, G-E-R-T. It's really interesting because there is a lot of benefits to intuition. We have a computer in our brain that AI truly cannot get. They can't get this gut feeling. And this gut feeling is evolutionized. It's the sixth sense. It has records of whatever things you've seen in the past, however you've traded and seen chart patterns or whatever. Whatever you see is still in your brain somewhere. Okay, maybe not conscious, maybe not easily accessible, but it is in your unconscious. It is there. Okay, and I do believe the intuition and gut feeling is one of the greatest AI large language models there is, going into all those cabinets in your brain and pulling shit out and like, dude, this is the best choice. Get the hell out. Get out of your position. You know what happens when this is in, like, you know what happens. And like, whatever this feeling might be coming from, I listen to it. I just choose to listen to it. I'm out. There's hard rules of never moving my stop further away, and generally I don't add to losers, and I have a stop loss in every trade, so gut feelings can't disrupt those rules. But everything else, as far as the trades, entries, and stuff like that, it can totally be derived from gut feeling. Absolutely. And there's stop loss. If I'm wrong, if this is not going to break the low, if I'm wrong and it breaks this high or near this high or above this level, above this area, I'm clearly wrong. That's where I put my stop. And when I add to my winner, I drag it way lower, way lower. I limit risk entirely. A lot. Almost, I limit a lot. But that's what I've been doing, and that's what has been working. What else has been working? I think having no heart. I like I talked about the gambling gremlin in our bodies or wherever the hell he lives. He is out to destroy you as a human being, okay? He is from the dark side. So the more we start gaining confidence and standing up to our bullies, the more it's better. And that's the part where I don't have a heart in that sense. Trading doesn't care about you. The markets don't care about you, so you shouldn't care about it. Okay? We shouldn't care about it. So when we're wrong, our heart wants to believe that we're not wrong. Our heart wants to say, hold and hope. Our heart wants to say, well, listen, if you have your stop a little bit higher here and give it some space and time on the bigger time frames, this actually will turn around. You might be right. Who the hell knows? But that's not your fucking trade. That's not why you got in. You weren't even looking at that time frame. I don't care what you're saying right now. Get the hell out. And that's my point. I'm extremely methodical with that. I'm extremely no heart. You see my tone? This is how I treat any idea that pops into my head to get away from what I have in my little planned trade right here. I don't have a trade plan. I have trades, and each trade has a plan. But this trade's particular, this is where my stop loss is. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that trading gremlin, if he speaks again, if you do so much as to fucking breathe heavy, I'm exiting and I'm getting the fuck out of my entire account and locking it. That's what I feel about you. And that's that is no heart. That's what I'm talking about, having no heart at all. None. And because the market will just take your heart from you, and they're going to abuse you if you give the heart to them. So this is not how you play the game. You don't play the game with heart. You play the game with head. Only. Okay? Now, I want to soften this by talking about gut feeling and intuition. You can totally be down with gut feeling and intuition. I know those are different. Heart versus gut feeling. They're like, oh, well, they're both fluff, right? Gut feeling is something... we all know what gut feeling is, man. Heart is more like hoping and bargaining. You know, the 5 levels of grief is, I forgot them by now, but one of them is bargaining. It's like, no, if I change this, if I do this, she'll come back to me, bro. She's not really gone. Like, you're bargaining right now, bro. You have to grieve. You have to accept. Acceptance is, I believe, the last stage. But you're bargaining right now. And that's a lot of bargaining in trading. I see so much bargaining. That's what I'm talking about. Bargaining, speaking up. Like, if you say that again, it's over, bud. Do not fucking bargain with me. Do not. This is my trade plan, and I am very rigid with that, and that's what I'm talking about, having no heart. But I am positive on gut feeling, positive on intuition, love those things, love having freedom, loving having clairvoyance, flamboyancy, just, you know, and what I mean by that is just being light and like, I'll take a trade whatever I want. Yeah, I think this is totally going to work. What's your premise behind this? Looks like a shady bottom, bro. This bottom ain't the bottom. That's why I'm short. No one can describe it. It's just fucking shady. Like, I mean, that's my point. There's nothing wrong with that in discretionary trading. Is it gambling? Maybe. But gambling's also an addiction for dopamine, and if you cancel that addiction out, if you say, nah, if the moment you want to force me to trade is the moment I'm not in control of it and you're in control of it, gremlin, bud, you're not the boss of me. Try again another day. And I wish you did. I can't wait till you try again tomorrow. I won't trade all week next week if you want to be like that. I'll wait a fucking month if you're going to treat me like that. Like, that's how you treat your fucking gremlin, bro. This gambling gremlin, you think I'm mean to him, bro. You should see what he does. You should see what he does to you. Not a good guy. Not a good guy. Nope, not a good guy. Really bad. Really bad. He's the dark side, so we're from the good side. We want the best for ourselves, and that's why we totally say nah to the market sometimes, and we have control. Last point I want to make is having breaks, not breaks, but like days off of trading is so important, because if you've ever played video games before, remember playing video games for a long stretch of time, Friday, Saturday, Sunday you played all day too, and like, okay, Sunday night you're playing video games. Your actual gaming itself sucks at Sunday night. It is actually worse off because your brain is actually bored with it, and you're just there because the game is sucked you in. The game has wanted you are inspired to get this freaking upgrade or whatever the hell you're working on inside the game. You're not there for fun anymore. You're actually bored, and that's why you suck at playing freaking video games when you've played so long. So what's best is you take Monday, Tuesday off. Think about it, that weekend like that of all video games. Monday, Tuesday off, 0 video games, and Wednesday you get back from school and you freaking turn on the video game, and you're really good at it. You're super good at it. You're super good at it because it's new to you. It's fresh to you again. And the more of that you can have in discretionary trading, the better you will be. So good to take days off. And good to keep tabs on your freshness level of, in your days off, don't look at a chart. Do not look at a chart, because that shit is precious. That intuition that you have, that discretionary trading gold that you got, is precious. Actually, you don't want to waste it so much. So you want to take looks at charts less often, and do it that way. It's actually better. It's really much better. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what's actually been successful in the short term. I will admit it has been short term, but it's also, I'm a statistic. I'm not. The statistics are, most people lose money in prop firms. I guarantee it. I'm making money, so I'm like in the smaller percentage. So that means it's more statistically significant, especially if I continue this for the end of the year. We'll see. So, anyways, that's all I really have. I appreciate it. Discretionary trading is not all that bad. All right, I know I go back and forth. I like them both. They each have their own things to them, okay? And I've been kind of just accepted. Discretionary trading is what it is. I don't want to make it systematic, because it's not. All right, peace and harmony.